This is FanStream Sports.
Can I please have your attention? And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
The following program is recommended for mature individuals and may contain material unsuitable for morons, cretins, and dishwipes. If you are a moron, please turn off your radio, because we don't need any more stupid, narrow-minded, pencil-neck geeks who would know the First Amendment if it came up and bit them on the butt. Thank you.
Yes! Here we go!
I guess I want to take this opportunity to tell you a little bit about my pants.
Oh, yeah. Welcome into the Colby, Sapp, and IndyCar Timm Show. That show that you've tripped and fell and made a big splash about. That's right. You're here with us. If you need to talk to us, go ahead and use that comment down below section, the like button, and all that other things that implies. If you're listening to that recorded podcast, then the 214-937-0569. That's the FanStream Sports text line. Use that, and we can communicate with you. The people that will be communicating with you is the one, the only myself, Colby Sapp, and that guy that punches the buttons, shakes his head, and a lot of times just agrees with nothing except for what he likes. That's one IndyCar Timm.
What up, party people? It's another Colby, Sapp, and IndyCar Timm show. Colby, we missed last week.
We did, due to things that were happening beyond, well, our control.
Beyond me. It was my control.
As travels in Ohio had happened.
Yeah.
So there's...
By the way, hi, Haley.
Hi, Haley. What are we doing?
Saying hi to Haley.
Okay. All right. That's... just didn't know if there was something that I needed to know other than that, or...
Haley knows who Haley is. Up there, that 1532 social in Columbus, Ohio.
Gotcha.
Oh, Haley.
Does she know who you are?
Oh, yeah. She spent some time there in the Columbus studio with us.
Nice.
After I met her at the bar across the street.
You drug her to the studio?
Johnny did. I was already at the studio. And he just comes strolling in with her, with my future ex-girlfriend.
Okay.
So, there you go.
All right.
By the way, got a couple of stories that we can get into about Columbus.
Yes.
One you're going to have a huge kick out of. Well, probably all of it, because it involves a lot of pain and anguish on my end.
Some of my favorite stories involve pain and anguish.
On Timm's end.
Tim's
end. Mm-hmm. And then an interesting story that I heard from the aforementioned Haley about how just absolutely kind-hearted she is to a fault.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a visual, Colby. There will be a visual.
There will be a visual.
Yeah.
Well, that is something that if you just can't wait to get into, I mean, we can get into that whenever you would like. Of course, you just let me know.
Well, you can do it now if you want. You want to start the show off with it?
I mean, we can. Sure, go ahead. Probably better than what I had planned, Timm.
Is it? You think?
Yeah.
So, Colby, I was in the great Columbus, Ohio, finishing our new FanStream Sports Columbus studio.
Right.
Big things for FanStream Sports. We're very excited.
Sent me pictures.
I did. I sent you pictures. And it was impressive, right? Like, it's a great spot up there on Bethel Road, not far from the campus of Ohio State University. Mm-hmm. Interestingly, as soon as Johnny picks me up from the airport, we're on our way to the studio, and we pass this little tiny rinky-dink little 3,000-seat high school stadium, and I was like, oh, is that the Horseshoe? And then, of course, I told that to every single person that I met.
Right.
And nobody else thought it was as funny as me.
I'm not even a Buckeye fan, and I didn't think it was as funny as you did.
I thought it was hilarious. I thought it was the best joke of the season.
No.
Johnny doesn't like Ohio State here, and he just sort of mildly giggled. He's like, I get it. It was just a mild giggle. So anyway, Colby, we took the trip. I took the trip. Flew straight in, left Thursday morning, 2.5 hour flight, arrived, perfect. Flew up there on American, 737-800, great plane, maybe my favorite plane to travel on short distances, right? They're not the most roomy, but they're not the smallest either. Got no problem with it.
Gotcha.
Short flight, no food, whatever. I had complimentary drinks, as you often do on these little short hops. However, as the great Eddie Joe would say, the trip home was vastly different.
Not the same plane?
Not the same airline.
Oh, dear. Uh-oh.
So Johnny said, man, this is like as he's telling me about my trip. Okay, this is how he started it. I'm sorry, you're going to hate me. Because he knows I hate air travel. I despise flying. I hate flying.
Right.
And I used to have my pilot's license. It's not a fear of flying. I have a fear of airlines and people in airports.
Okay.
Like that thing. But I deal with it when I have to. Like, clearly, it's a lot faster than me driving up there or whatever and losing all that time. So, whatever. He's like, well, on the way there, your direct flight, whatever, it's going to be great. He goes, but Sunday on your way home, you're going through Orlando, and you've got a 5-hour layover.
Oh, no.
In the Orlando. I'm like, whatever. Like, there wasn't any point in being mad about it, right? So Sunday rolls around. I get to the airport in Columbus. It's an easy breezy airport. It's tiny compared to what we're used to here. Like, I would say maybe even smaller than Love Field. Like, it's rinky dink. The fastest I've ever gone through security. Like, there was no line. And it's a Sunday morning at like 7:30, right? Okay. Like, nobody's there. Like, it was really weird. Get on my plane. Oh, I get to the gate. Frontier Airlines, by the way.
Oh.
Never flown Frontier. I get to the gate where it says it on my boarding pass, gate 11. It's supposed to be Orlando destination. Flight number 1951. So I'm like, okay, cool. And I get to the gate, and there's people sitting around. There's no employees at the counter, nothing. And on the next to the sky door where you go out to the plane, says departing Denver. Completely different flight number. And I'm like, well, that's just great. There's no one here to ask. And we get about 30 minutes to departure, and someone finally walks in, and I swear to God, she looked like she was 12 years old. Just wearing street clothes. No name tag, no nothing. And she gets behind the counter, starts doing stuff, and I'm like, excuse me, do you work here? What are you doing? Do you have permission to touch those things? Shouldn't you be in school right now? I said, look, is this the plane to Orlando? Because it's not what it says.
Right.
Oh, hang on. I swear to God, it was 3 minutes of just typing. Yeah, that's wrong.
Oh, okay.
Oh, great. I feel better now. Not. So she goes up and changes it. Right as about the time people start getting off of the new plane, right?
Right.
Wherever it was from. Normally they tell you where it's from so you know you're at the right spot to pick up your loved ones. They still had like the old airplane from yesterday that had departed the gate. So then we get on, whatever, and I notice it's super cramped. And I'm like, I'm a big fan of like going through what kind of airplane am I on, right? Like I got, first thing I do is I sit down and, normally you have the seat in front of you and this huge tray table that comes down and you freaking build Legos on it, whatever you want to do, because it's huge. It's massive.
Right.
First thing I notice is, dude, the tray table on the seat in front of me was about 4 inches tall, which means it comes out about 4 inches. I'm a hefty dude. Most of the time, the tray tables, I can barely open them all the way because it hits me in the gut, right?
Right.
Oh, no, I had plenty more gut. There's tons of space.
Room for activities.
I had all the room for activities. I could have built bunk beds there, whatever I wanted. It's this little pissant tray table. The rest of the seat in front of me, the back of that seat is just, dude, it's plastic. Like, it looks like you could have bought it on Timm. And I'm noticing everything is chintzy. The lighting is bad. The air thing hardly works. And I'm like, this is going to be so much fun. The only redeemable quality of the flight to Orlando was I didn't have anybody next to me, and I'm in an aisle seat.
Okay.
I'm like, dude, this is great.
Right.
And first thing I notice, I get the little card out, and I'm looking through it. It's an Airbus A320. I've never been on an A320 before. It's their version of the 737, but it is not nearly as nice. It is just shitty by every definition of the word shitty. Flight there wasn't bad, a little bit of turbulence. Landed in Orlando. I'm already prepared. I know I've got to have a 5-hour layover, right?
Right.
I'm looking at the weather. Everything looks good. We shouldn't have delays. So I'm like, I just need to find a bar where I can sit and plug in and get some work done, plug in my laptop, plug in my phone, whatever, do some work, watch some TV, eat, drink, get lit up before I got to fly to Dallas, right?
Right.
And I didn't want to go back outside of the gate area and have to come back through security because I was flying back on Frontier as well.
Okay.
So I kind of had to stay right there in the Frontier terminal area without having to go back. Because Johnny was telling me, there's tons of great bars at the Orlando airport. You'll be fine. You'll love it. It's spacious and roomy. Well, I didn't want to go through security and have to come back. So I'm like, I'm just going to camp here. And they have like a food court, like a mall food court. And the first thing I identify, on the border.
Oh, dear.
Okay. I'm like, I can do on the border. Like, I could sit there for 5 hours. I'm like, this is gonna be great, man. I got this all blown out of proportion. I was anxious for no reason. I walk in. There's a hostess. I said, hey, I'm here for a few hours. I need to sit down, maybe get something to eat, have a few drinks, and plug my stuff in. And the girl looks at me like I just spoke a foreign language to her, and she goes, What are you plugging in? I'm like, I don't know. I'm at an airport. I'd like to plug my phone in and plug my laptop in and get some work done while I'm having lunch. And you like I'm speaking a foreign language to her. She's looking around like, we don't have that here. I'm like, you don't have plugs? Like at any of your tables or at the bar, there's nowhere where I can sit to plug in my devices and get some work done while I wait for my flight. Well, you can look, but I don't think so. I'm like, okay, I'm going to do that. I'm just going to look. And again, all I have is my backpack. I just carry on, right? I don't ever check luggage. I don't have an extra carry-on. All I ever have is my backpack. I literally walked around the entire restaurant and around the bar, no outlets anywhere. I'm like, this is a terrible idea. This is an airport. So I'm like, all right, cool. I'm just going to go sit at the bar, pop a squat. I'm kind of looking around for attractive young ladies I can bother and maybe make uncomfortable while I'm sitting there,
Right.
Zero. It's Orlando, dude. I think the hottest girl I found is the Dallas 4, which for me is almost a 10, so I'm fine, right? But she was with somebody, and it was a girl. So I had no shot there. So anyway, I sit down. I'm like, man, I'm just hungry. I was starving. So the bartender walks up to me and he's like, hey, can I get you something? I said, beef enchiladas, beans and rice. And he's like, well, we don't have enchiladas here. Sorry, what? Am I not at On the Border? He goes, yeah, but we have like the airport menu of On the Border. I'm like, so what do I get if you don't have enchiladas at On the Border? He goes, I'll get you a menu. So he got me a menu. Burrito, quesadilla, hamburger, chicken fingers, queso.
Wow.
So I opted for the burrito, the smothered burrito, because somebody down the way was eating it. It looked really good, and it was a lot of food. I'm like, cool. Let me have the burrito. And I'm looking at the menu, $19.99 for the burrito. Well, can I get you something to drink then? I said, I will have a Miller Lite. He goes, well, all we have is the cans with the big mouth screw top. I'm like, I don't care. I said, you know what? Just get me 2. Cool. I said, and is there anywhere here I can plug in my stuff? He goes, no, we don't have outlets here. I said, does anywhere have outlets? And he told me no, probably because he didn't want me to leave.
Right.
He's like, I don't think so. Like, there's a few at the gates themselves. He goes, but I don't know of any of the bars or places that have me. I'm like, all right, fine.
This is at Orlando.
Orlando.
The place you, land to go to, Disney.
The happiest place on earth, Colby.
Right. That should be used to people at their airport.
So I get my food. By the way, I did get my laptop out, and I got a couple of things done, and, my phone was already charged or whatever. It wasn't a big deal. As soon as I got my burrito, I put everything away, scarfed down my 2 beers, and I'm like, man, I still have 4 hours to go. I said, give me a vodka press, for those of you that don't know. By the way, I got in trouble for ordering a vodka press in Columbus. For those of you that don't know, when you hear the word press in a bar, this is a sidebar. a press in any situation at a bar with any drink means half soda, half Sprite or 7-Up. Okay, half lemon lime soda. It's a press. It's a thing in bars. It's worldly known. Like everybody knows what it means if you're in the bar business. I go to Columbus and I ordered a vodka press, and Johnny's like, God, why are you embarrassing me? Just order a vodka Sprite soda. I'm like, that's not what it's called. It's called a vodka. Everywhere in Dallas I go, they know what I mean. He goes, dude, you're not in Dallas.
Right.
And he was right. Mm-hmm. Out of the, 5 bartenders I met there, not one of them had ever heard of a vodka press. But I educated them, and they were like, well, that's really cool. Now I know.
And never going to use it again.
Yeah, Johnny was like, you're so embarrassing, dude. You're so embarrassing. I said, just wait. I'll show you what embarrassing is.
Wait till I take my pants off.
And I did. So anyway, so I finished my food. I get my check. And my $16 Miller Lights each, by the way.
Okay.
For the little can, $16 each.
Wow.
And I had 2 vodkas. And then I was realizing very quickly, I'm not going to make it 5 hours with these prices.
Right.
Like I'm gonna be out of money with my next order for what I had budgeted for the airport. By the way, my $16 beers and my $14 vodkas, and I had 2 of each, so I was done. Go back to the gate. I found a plug, plugged in my phone, plugged in my laptop. I'm getting some work done, and I start to see weather rolling in. Skies are darkening. I'm getting a notification on my phone. I have a lightning warning on my phone for when I'm out on the motorcycle. I like to know if the lightning's in the area, and it starts going off. And I look out the window, dude, and it is pitch black. And I'm like, well, this is great. Still no airplane at our terminal. It's 2 hours to take off.
That's not good either.
No. And there's only a handful of people around me, right, waiting for the flight to Dallas. So I get to where I'm engulfed in work, right? I'm not even paying attention. I keep hearing announcements. The area's getting more and more crowded. And it's like time to take off. And I look on my app that they made me download to check in. I have to download their app to do online check-in. Can't even do it on the website. Like I have to download the app. There's no warnings, no delays. There's nobody at the gate to talk to, no employee, no 12-year-old girl who skipped school that day.
Right.
And I also notice there's no one around me anymore.
They all left.
I'm like, well, nobody wants to fly today.
They all got the weather.
So I walk over and I look at the board, and it just says delayed, right? I'm like, okay, cool. Go back to work. Well, now it's an hour after we were supposed to take off. There's still no employee, still no plane, and no people around me. And I'm like, okay, something's wrong. I go over to look at the board again. It's not gate 12 anymore. It's gate 23, and it says now boarding. And I'm looking around, dude. Gate 23 is on the entirely other side of the terminal, and it says final boarding. And I'm like, motherfucker. Colby, you've ever seen me try to run since I've turned 40? In the last 15 years? I can just imagine
it. It's like let me describe what I imagine as the Timm run. What I imagine is the Timm run is a little bit of try to be the Babe Ruth trot or the home run trot.
Gut jingling,
right.
jiggling.
Right, with like that Fred Flintstone, Babe Ruth short, stance running where it's just you're just fast walking really, 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 really fast, but getting nowhere.
So I fast walked for about, 20 steps, and I was done. I was out. I'm like, nope, can't do that anymore. So I just calmly walk over to gate 23.
And you watch the plane take off.
The entire terminal is empty. There is no, not just that gate, every gate around it, everything is empty. Not a single soul on that side of the airport. I walk up to the counter, and it, boarding closed or whatever. The door to the skywalk is closed. I still see the plane.
Right.
And I'm like literally, I don't know what to do. I don't know who to call. I don't know. There's nobody here to talk to. And about that time, a lady walks through the door, closes it behind her.
Yeah.
Again, in street clothes, no freaking uniform, no tag, says, hey, I work for Frontier. And I said, ma'am, can you help me? Do you work here? And she's like, yeah, what's up? I said, well, that's my plane. I've been over at gate 12. I never got a notification of a gate change. Well, we made 17 announcements. I'm like, I never heard it. And I've literally been at gate 12 this entire time. I said, can I still get on the plane? It's right there. She said, hang on, let me call somebody. And then walks away getting on her radio as she's talking, walking away from me. And so I still don't know. I'm like, am I going to get on?
No.
Colby, about 8 minutes later, because I'm watching. I'm like, if it takes 10 minutes and I don't hear from somebody, I'm leaving. 8 minutes later, this very nice young lady walks through the gate. She's like, you got your pass? I had on my phone. I'm like, yeah. She goes, is that your only bag? I said, yeah. She goes, come on. Dude, they had to not only open the skywalk for me, they had to reopen the door on the airplane. Once they closed that door on the airplane, they never reopen it. Like, ever. For like a security thing, right? She scanned my thing. I walked in, and she goes, we're full. I hope your seat's still available. I said, well, I reserved the seat.
Right.
So, sure enough, I walk onto the plane, and it is just packed. And everybody is giving me the F you go to hell look. Like, we should have taken off already. We've been waiting on you.
Right.
Which isn't true. Walk all the way to the back of the plane, seat 30D, which, by the way, was my seat number in the plane that I flew there on. As soon as I sit down in seat 30D, I realize this is the effing same plane I flew here on because the back of it's broken in a certain spot, and I recognized it immediately. But it's full this time. So I've got high school volleyball girl players on this side of me, taller than me.
Nice.
And they kind of stink. I feel like they didn't take a shower after their tournament that day or whatever. But anyway, so I'm just, and then ding. And I'm thinking, now that Buttface has boarded the plane, we can all leave. No. Ding. This is your captain speaking. I regret to inform everybody we're in a weather delay. And the not steward, what are you, a male flight attendant. I always want to call them stewardesses too. But the flight attendant kind of walks past me. As I talked to him when I came on the plane. He's like, if there wasn't a weather delay, we wouldn't still be here and you could have got on. I'm like, okay, so it's not my fault that we're late, obviously.
Right.
But still, I had the stink eye from everybody. So it wasn't raining anymore, but it was dark and there was lightning. So I guess when there's lightning, they take all their ground people inside because they don't want them to get struck by lightning. Mm-hmm. Which I don't know why, because they're all replaceable, right? If one dies, you just bring another one out of it, whatever.
And
whatever.
They're all grounded.
They're all grounded. So what's the point?
Yeah.
So anyway, Colby, it was an hour and 14 minutes that I sat on that plane on the ground after I thought I'd missed it before we took off.
So you sat in Orlando for 6 and some odd hours.
Like a little over 7 hours total, I think is what it was.
Wow.
And then on the plane for like over an hour, just sitting there. And, it's nut to butt, shoulder to shoulder. I'm on the aisle in the back of the plane, so everybody that gets up to go to the bathroom, I got to pull my knee back in the aisle. I got to do this so they can walk past me. And again, I'm looking for hot girls to flirt with, or at least to watch.
And surrounded by high schoolers.
And just old people, and then there was a contingent of people from Brazil that weren't pretty people from Brazil.
That's a hard thing to do when there's a contingent of Brazilians.
And all they did was speak Portuguese that nobody understood, and they were obnoxious, and I was just like, this is my hell. This and watching soccer in the bar in the hotel or in the bar TV, I had pure hell. So finally get back to Dallas, go to the remote parking, start up my car because I just knew my car wasn't going to start or I'd have a flat tire or something, right? I just knew like this is just going to wrap up the trip.
I wish I'd have known.
But everything was fine. Got home, immediately unloaded my bag, washed my face, changed clothes, and it's like 9:30 at night. And I went and got drunk at the bar.
That is an amazing. You know what? I see. This is my mental picture of you. Is that this is just what happens to you? It's not. It goes smoothly or anything along that lines. It's always this because they said they announced it like 17 times or whatnot.
There's no way
over the speakers.
There's no way that happened.
And I can totally see you missing every single one of those.
It didn't happen.
I can totally see you missing every single one of those. Unless somebody were to walk up to you, like grab you by your chin hair, force your face up at them and they say, hey, your gate's moved. It's Summers else. Unless that happens, you're not getting the message.
It didn't happen, by the way. And they never did that. I swear they never announced it.
Right. Well, you know what,
It was
Tim?
a secret from me for some reason.
Secret from you, It seems like everybody else got the memo. That's the thing that's throwing this story off.
Conspiracy, Colby.
Everybody else on that plane got the memo because the whole damn thing was full.
It's conspiracy.
So they had to know somewhere on their app or somewhere they heard and found out. Now, if it had been a different story in this story, is if like you and a contingent of people were like looking,
Like didn't make it, yeah.
yeah, looking.
Yeah.
That
I
would,
thought the same thing.
that would make it to where it's like, man, this is all the airline's fault.
It was Frontier.
It was not the airline's fault if everybody else in that airport seemed to make it to their airplane except for Timm. No. It's the only person at fault at that point. No. Just looking at science and facts.
The airline
is Timm.
Screw Frontier.
Timm, those people that are so lax on being like, you know what? You ain't even got to worry about wearing uniforms. We're just a laid-back airline.
Yeah.
And Timm's like, dress like you're supposed to.
Nobody works there.
Go put on a uniform.
Should you be in school? Where's your name tag? Where's your flair?
People are, yeah, they're flair.
Where's your 20 pieces of flair?
What is this, a TGI Fridays? They're flair.
Could have been.
Is this Ryan Reynolds in Waiting?
Yes.
Is that what we're doing right now?
Where's your flair?
Holy crap, dude.
Can't believe you've seen Waiting.
I've heard of the movie.
So, yeah, there was that was my experience in Columbus and on the way home. And I'll tell you what, second hour, I'll tell you the story about Haley and how she is way too nice, and it's nice to a fault, and you'll understand why. Okay.
Yeah. But again, no shots fired at Frontier Airlines.
Screw Frontier.
Because it's, by my scientific deduction, this was all Timm's fault.
Nope.
Every bit of it was Timm's fault.
Why can't we just use the gate that we originally said we were going to use, that's on my boarding pass, that's on my on my schedule, on my itinerary, on everything that they sent me? Why do we have to change gates at the last minute?
Well, see, the airplane, they didn't change it at the last minute, obviously, because everybody else seemed to make it there just fine. It was not the last minute. It may have been that you were a little vodka pressed yourself. I have no idea. But they probably took your plane and had to go run it through the mobile car wash. And then when they went to park it back, they're like, we can't make it to that other gate.
And that's why it started raining, because they washed the plane.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it wouldn't be raining.
Oh, man.
It was miserable, Colby.
You need to name that story Timm's Travel into the New Frontier.
Stupid Frontier. Can't wait to go on Yelp.
You're going to Yelp an airline?
I'm going to Yelp an airline, Colby.
Before we get into...
And on the border.
Okay. You know what? I get it. Enchiladas are really a Tex-Mex.
It's a staple.
Yeah, it's a staple for Tex-Mexican food. But
they didn't even have tacos.
Again, I heard that when you said it, I was like, they didn't even have tacos. That's weird.
Oh.
Like and no plugs. Okay, I get it. That's effed up. That's effed up.
Their hot sauce was really good though, and it was warm.
Okay, because on the border doesn't have good hot sauce.
Nope, this one did.
It doesn't have good salsa.
Nope, I agree. But I ordered queso as an appetizer, and the queso was meh. But dude, the salsa they brought out with me, dude, that was like I ate more of that than I did.
Was the on the border chip still like a half a tortilla?
Yeah, and they were warm too.
See, I hate that. It's like, dude, I don't want to. I didn't.
You got to break everyone to eat it.
Yeah. I don't. I didn't order tostadas and salsa. Okay,
I ordered chips. Damn it,
chips and salsa. I didn't order tostadas and salsa. I mean, this would be great if you just went ahead and brought the tostada toppings out with it. Then cool. Yeah, I won't even have to order anything. I'll just eat your appetizer. This is amazing. No, I do need to tell you, and the rest of everybody that listens to the show, real quick before I throw it to you on for what day it is. I found something that changed my cracker game.
Oh, no.
See, chicken and biscuit is my favorite cracker of all time. Always has been. While walking through a Kroger's, the price cutter, walking through a Kroger's, I saw they had one of those stands that had all different flavors of Cheez-Its on there. One of the flavors of Cheez-Its that they had on there that just caused me to have to buy them as quickly as possible, they had the Wendy's Baconator Cheez-Its.
What?
Yes.
I've heard of this.
It's a thing. So I went home, and what I expected was...
You've never had these before?
I've never had these before. What I expected was somebody just put some bacon salt on a Cheez-It.
Right.
Right?
Right.
And they just named it the Baconator. So when I bit into it, I was like, whoa, wait. That's not what they did. They somehow managed, like, there's lighter flavors in there with the bacon and all that. They kind of match with, like, the tomato and the cheese and all that on a Cheez-It, right?
Right.
With the bacon. And I went back immediately and bought 2 more boxes. That was my microphone. I went back and immediately bought 2 more boxes. They are amazing. So much so that they are now considered a kitchen snack. Now, for those that don't know the kitchen snack rule, what the kitchen snack is that it has to stay in the kitchen. Because if you bring it to where you're sitting at, you will then consume, or as the youngins say, crush the whole box.
Right.
And so if you leave it in the kitchen and just grab you a few while you're in there, you won't consume the whole box because your ass will have to stop either the game or the show or whatever you're doing while you're relaxing to get up to go get the box and bring it back to you. No, you can't do that. You have to leave the box there so that, hey, I have to go refill my drink. And oh, by the way, I'll enjoy 3 or 4 Cheez-Its while I'm there.
Nobody can eat just 3 or 4.
That's what you have to do, Tim, or else I swear to God.
I eat the box.
And see, no.
Wheat Thins, Ritz crackers, Cheez-Its, whatever. I go through the box before I stop.
You see, again, I have pretty good control on that, but not with these. No, I wouldn't. It would just be hand box.
Have you ever had a Baconator?
Yes, I've
never had a Baconator.
What?
Meh.
What's the meh? No, wait. What's the meh?
Okay, look, you know my deal with fast food.
That you don't like bacon cheeseburgers?
I order what I order, and I don't deviate from what I order.
Yes, but it's okay, what do you order at Wendy's?
A number 1 double.
So
there's no bacon on it.
Would you like for them to put bacon on your number 1 double?
I don't know how I'd feel about bacon on a Wendy's cheese. Wendy's.
That's Wendy's.
Christian Caffrey. on my Wendy's burger. I don't want bacon on my McDonald's burger. That just seems weird.
Okay. I don't know.
Or my Burger King burger. I don't get bacon on that. I go to Whataburger, I'll get bacon sometimes.
Why? What? Wait, what's... Hold on.
I don't know.
What is the... Wait. Huh. What is the... What?
Bacon on... But isn't that all that's on it is like meat, cheese, and bacon? Like there's nothing else on it.
No, it's like... It's meat, cheese, bacon with like tomato and mayonnaise and stuff, right? I don't think it has lettuce on it.
Okay. All right. Maybe I'll try one on the way.
The Baconator burger is one of those things where it's a bag thumper.
Okay.
Right? Where like if they hand you the bag and it has a Baconator in it, like you'll reach out to grab it and go, oh.
Oh. Because it's heavy.
Yes.
All right. I don't know. I don't know. I've never had one. Like I said, I go through the Wendy's drive-thru. I don't look at the menu.
As soon as they announced this was a thing that they were doing, where they're like, "Hey, by the way, we took what you loved with the Wendy's burger, and we just threw like a whole bunch of bacon on it."
Now, don't they have like Son of Baconator and all that stuff too?
Yes,
it's like a smaller version of it, I guess.
Right.
Which I don't know why you need a smaller version of it.
Well, yeah, if you were like, man, I would really like to have the Baconator, but you know what else I don't want is the whole burger and worth of cholesterol that comes with it. Maybe I just want this. There's people that do. They're like,
they shouldn't be eating at Wendy's then. If you're worried about cholesterol
or calories. So, no, you know what? Some people count their calories, man.
Are they the same thing? Is cholesterols and calories the same?
No, they're not.
I don't know stuff. I don't know nutrition, Colby.
So anyway, if you get a chance and I've only seen it at Kroger's, I haven't seen it anywhere else. You're at your local Kroger's and you run by their little Cheez-It stand while they're still out. Grab you a box and go ahead and take my advice. Grab you 2 more after that.
Huh.
Because
and then go get you some Wheat Thins to wash it down.
This smells like a limited edition that won't be here long. So, yeah, go ahead and do that.
I could eat a whole box of Wheat Thins every day. Like, oh, my God, I'm addicted to Wheat Thins.
The garlic Triscuits.
I don't like Triscuits.
The garlic ones?
I've never had those.
Oh.
See, Triscuits are a weird texture to me. If they look like shredded wheat, so it messes with my brain.
They do have that same look and texture of shredded wheat, except they actually taste like what shredded wheat should taste like.
What it should taste like. Have you ever put Triscuits in a bowl of milk and eat them like cereal?
No.
Huh.
No. That would be that'd be weird. That'd be surreal.
Who's cereal?
Mm-hmm. So anyway, this is the part of the show that we've prolonged long enough to where I look at Tim and go, "Hey Tim,
hey Colby,
what day is it today, bud?"
Wow, I'm really glad you asked. Colby, my normal source for this
as the website's failed, been taken over by Frontier.
The website. Oh, by the way, look at this.
Wow.
How you like that? That's some spare time on Sunday at the airport. For those of you that don't get the inside joke, we've been strolling with the 2023 calendar on the what day is it card this entire time.
Right.
And Colby gets on me every show. He's like, oh, still says 2023.
I couldn't get onto him with this show because he's taken away the computer that shows me what's going on.
That's right. I'm hiding stuff from Colby.
Right.
All the baby pictures I'm putting on the screen while he's talking of him.
That was a cute baby.
We all were. Nah, I'll take that back.
No,
but I did find an alternate site, Colby.
All right.
NationalDayCalendar.com. As my old one literally didn't have any what day it is. So I had to go to an alternate. But it is, how about, speaking of bacon, National Bacon Lovers Day.
Go get your Baconator Cheez-Its and enjoy your bacon day.
Or just go get your Whataburger with cheese with bacon on it.
Well, you can do that, or go get a Baconator.
Do you like bacon sandwiches? Like a BLT minus the L and the T and just bacon and mayonnaise? Have you ever done that?
I mean, I've done that, but that's because
time.
we were like out of tomato and lettuce and
mayo. I do that for breakfast sometimes. Bacon sandwich.
Let's do the bacon.
Or
biscuit.
a bacon sandwich with pancakes as the bread.
So you're making a McGriddle.
A McGriddle. Well, no egg and no sausage, but yeah.
Well, I mean,
I like McGriddles. Talk about calories and cholesterol.
Right.
I think McGriddle invented calories and cholesterols.
They made all that on the McGriddle.
Colby, ironically, it is also National Accessible Air Travel Day.
The new Frontier.
So ridiculous. I hate you, Frontier.
It's not your fault, Frontier. It's just dumbasses.
Frontier's stupid. Colby is also National Chocolate Pecan or Pecan Day, however you prefer the English language.
So it's Chocolate Pecan Pie Day?
That's what it says. I've never had a chocolate pecan pie. I've had a pecan pie and I've had a chocolate cake.
I now want to have a chocolate pecan pie.
I want to go to there.
I want to try this. It sounds like
chocolate though on the picture. Where's the chocolate? Is like maybe chocolate is the filling instead of the whatever what you would put in the pecan pie?
Right, like the maple.
Yeah, the glaze.
Yeah. I'll just glaze your pecans.
Gross.
I don't know why the guy that was doing that was a surfer, but
Did Patrick Swayze just glaze your pecans?
I just sprinkled on your cinnamon ring.
Write that down. Patrick Swayze glazed Colby's pecans.
Whoa.
And then finally, Colby, I almost said finally, Patrick. It is National Radio Day.
I've done that before.
Yeah.
I've done that.
National Radio. Are we technically, we're internet radio, right?
Yeah, I mean, we've got our own internet radio station.
We do. So I guess that's still radio, right?
Well, I mean, we're We're not on quite the right frequency,
No.
I guess.
You know what frequency I would pick? 69.
Nobody, you're on 69 FM. That not even works.
69 FM. K69. The home of the 69ers. 69 FM. We got to start saying that's our call sign and stuff. Colby, that's what day it is.
A very short list from this particular website.
It was almost no list.
It's good, though. It's good because it gives us more time to segue into stuff that we need to talk about. Like, it's time for the Colby Sapp and IndyCar Timm Sports Report.
Sports Report.
We've had some preseason games with the Dallas Cowboys since we've been talking, Tim.
Yeah, we have. What are you impressed with, Colby, thus far?
Nothing.
Nothing.
There's not a whole lot of anything that's quite impressive or depressive about what I've seen.
It's just kind of meh, right? Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I was wondering, of course, if I was to be impressed by anything, it would have been the play of Joe Milton if it had been impressive. But it's not. Now, I know there was a lot of people that played or fooled themselves into thinking that the quarterback that we got from the Patriots in that it was going to somehow be, they missed something. And you know what I mean? That he was going to be awesome.
Like, why would they let him go for a 5th-round pick if he was that great?
The reason why is because they saw that he had some problems. He has some upside, but in their consideration of that particular quarterback, they thought 5th round's pretty good. That's about right. So you need to have the expectations of what you would have with a quarterback that you drafted in the 5th round then.
Right.
And this is not what we're putting on this. From social media standpoint on, this is not what's been put on him.
No, and look, I was a fan of Joe Milton at Tennessee.
Okay.
I wanted the Cowboys to draft him. I saw him as a potential starter in the NFL, and I still might. I don't think I'm as... First of all, I wasn't as high as a lot of people were on him when he got here. Everybody was like, oh, dude, he's going to challenge Dak for the starting job.
No.
Which would have been amazing, but that's not going to happen. But I also don't think he's as bad as what we've seen.
No, I mean, there is something to be said about adapting to a new system.
Sure.
Not as familiar with how things are run, and really going from whatever you do that's good is great. Going from that side of expectation to now we expect something out of you is a total different ride.
And we got to see the two subjects here. Of course, Cooper Rush signing with the Ravens in free agency.
Right.
Which was fine. I didn't want Cooper Rush back. I think we've seen all we're going to see from Cooper Rush. And then Joe Milton, they both matched up against the Ravens, again, Cowboys. You had Rush go 20 of 30 for 198 yards and a touchdown and 2 interceptions in Baltimore's 31-13 win. Joe Milton, 9 of 18, 122 yards, an interception, and a sack for a safety.
Yes. And that started the game, didn't it?
Yes.
It was like,
It was
hey,
2-0.
It's 2-0.
It's like, is this the Rangers?
Yes.
A lot of 2-run home run. So, look, I'm not worried about Joe Milton. I think Joe Milton's going to be fine. I think he'll be a better backup. I already still like Joe Milton better than Cooper Rush. I think he has a much higher upside.
Okay, yes, much higher upside, but as far as being able to just go out there and drive the bus and keep everything under control, it's a little worrisome.
Well, don't forget, Cooper Rush has been in this system for like 5 years. Cooper Rush got here the same year as Dak.
Yes. No, I'm
Been here
fully
for a
aware
long
of that.
time.
And so having that as a blanket of comfort, that was amazing. And now we don't have that anymore.
No, but look, if Dak goes down for an extended period again this year,
Well, the season's over anyway.
yeah, we've got bigger problems than just backup. So
Right.
it's you're not going to do anything. Now, if you need somebody to come in and win 3 of 4 games while he's got a little whatever tweaked pinky toe or something, I mean, I'm okay with Milton doing that. I mean, I'm not worried about Joe Milton. He's a backup quarterback. Hopefully, we don't see him and he doesn't come into play I do question, while Dallas was out looking at Joe Milton and giving a 5th-round pick for him, why they couldn't go out and do what my Buccaneers did and sign Teddy Bridgewater as a free agent without giving up a draft pick.
I mean,
you want a guy that started a bunch of games, got 65 starts in the NFL.
right.
Pretty good. Now, he was kind of he spent last 2 years with Detroit backing up Goff and never really had to play that much. And then he was a high school coach in his alma mater in Miami before he got suspended for giving the kids rides home and buying them food after games. And that was considered
You jerk.
illegal, I guess, benefits or whatever in this NIL age, because NIL applies to high school too. But
How dare you?
he got suspended, and the Bucks called and said, Kyle Trask sucks. You want to play for us? And he said, yes, sir. And Jason Light said, here's my contract. So anyway, look, and other teams are improving at backup quarterback. I don't know. Maybe Bridgewater wouldn't have signed here anyway. You never know. It's a mess. But
Right.
I'm not at all worried about Joe Milton. That would be the least of my worries with the Dallas Cowboys this year, for sure.
I mean, you may have some worries not on the backup quarterback. Maybe, I don't know, defensively or running back or offensive line or defensive line or safety or where's your worries at, Tim?
My worries lie in the coaching staff.
Okay.
My worries lie with wide receiver. And my worries lie in running back. Well, you know what? And let's just say the whole offense. Offensive line, running back, wide receivers. I think we know what we have at quarterback with Dak.
I think we know what we have at quarterback. I'm not as worried about the wide receivers once we get going. I do want to see this offensive line gel more, come more together. We are counting on some guys that don't have a lot of playing experience to go out. You go out there and beat the starter.
Yeah.
That's kind of worrisome a little bit. So that's going to affect your running game. So either you're going to need a super strong offensive line or a running game that will help out the offensive line. And I don't know if this team's got either one of those right now. That's kind of scary.
So, Colby, this brings me to our wacky George Pickens prediction by Sheil Kapadia of The Ringer.
Okay.
And as wacky and crazy as this sounds, it almost would not surprise me to happen.
Oh.
Because I'm not big on George Pickens.
Correct.
I covered George in Pittsburgh, and we know his antics in Pittsburgh, and that's one of the reasons he's not in Pittsburgh anymore.
Right.
So far in Dallas, he's behaved, right? And he's kind of won over the hearts of his teammates, and he's been nothing but a Boy Scout so far in Dallas, right? Sheil Kapadia made a bold prediction kind of based on George Pickens' time in Pittsburgh, saying that, and I don't know if Sheil is a he or a she, my apologies.
Mm-hmm. That's Shayla.
I don't know if Sheil Kapadia really thinks this or she's looking for clicks. But Sheil said George Pickens could be off the roster by Thanksgiving.
Okay, that's some Nostradamus level, like, mm-mm.
So here's the quote. You get tunnel vision and try to find, especially in the NFC, one good thing about a team, and you're like, can they hang their hat to get them above 500? And I'm like, it wouldn't shock us if George Pickens is off the roster by Thanksgiving. I mean, everything is in play with that guy. So, yes, I'm hopeful that their passing game can be good and can lead them to the playoffs, but not that confident about it. Well, those are like 3 separate points that you made right there, Sheil.
Okay, yes. This almost sounds like that they're having an argument with the other personality of themselves.
Yeah, they're fighting with themselves here.
I don't think it's a possibility. Like, and possibility meaning a greater than 30% chance that George Pickens isn't on this team for the Thanksgiving game because he's gone. I don't think that's a possibility.
Right.
Could he have not the greatest rapport after a little bit, maybe suffering some losing games and not getting thrown the ball and and such, maybe you start down a rabbit hole that's, well, it's been a thing that he's done at other teams, maybe, but not to that extent. That's almost a Timm / Sean Sharif headline.
That's crazy. Again, almost don't dispute that, and I don't know that it would shock me for it to happen. But I don't know that I would, and as much as I go out on a limb with things like that, I don't know
You
that
go out on
I would say that.
For a man of your weight, you're on a lot of limbs a lot of times, where you're just out in the middle of nowhere screaming stuff and going, "Hey, I'm over here. I'm talking about this noise."
Right.
He's agreeing with me because I've also caught him while he's typing and not truly concentrating on the words that I'm saying.
Connie Gerber, asking me questions. I had to say we're on the air.
Okay.
So, again, Pickens is going to be Pickens, and nothing would surprise me. I'm not a fan of him being here. But again, wishing success for the Cowboys. I hope that he behaves and can, catch 70 balls for 950 yards and 6 touchdowns, and
That would be truly amazing.
as your number 2 receiver, right? And then that way CD can go out and get his 1,400 yards, 110 catches, and 9 touchdowns.
Unfortunately for this team this year, I don't have any expectations. I don't have any expectations. Like normally, and it's almost like the Chicago Cub fan in past years before they actually started playing good and being a good team for a little bit, right? Yeah. To where it's like, oh, this is our year, and at least you had hope going into the damn thing. Now,
Right.
once the damn thing starts, then realization kicks in and the hope flies out the window. I'm starting this year with not hope. Just meh. It's the same thing again.
So if they start the season 0-2, we're not going to have Colby in here trying to turn over our table and throwing his headphones across the room.
Oh, probably still. That's probably still going to happen. That's just anger after what I saw.
Yeah.
Right? That's not really you taking away my hope. It's just I hate what you did. It's the wanting to get on to somebody about the actions that I just saw because they were bad. It's bad dog. What do we get the newspaper?
Woof, woof.
So, but yeah, no, I think we set our records and I had them a lot higher than you did, but that's just.
I think you had 12-5. Right?
Yeah, that was just gut reaction of I hate these other teams.
When we went over the schedule, yeah, that's.
But now seeing this in action, I'm just like there's nothing to be hopeful for.
We'll do it. We'll do
we'll
do our picks and our actual predictions. I think again the week before the game 1, and we'll have a little bit better idea of what's going on. So anyway, there is your Colby Stab and IndyCar Timm Show sports report. We will give you our guesses, our thoughts on the Cowboys' final 53-man roster coming up in the second hour. Colby,
woo!
Lots more to talk about with Dallas Cowboys, including that new documentary that's out that we haven't discussed yet.
Because documentary is a bad word.
You're not going to watch that, are you?
No.
On the 90s Cowboys?
No, I was there.
I don't understand how. No, this is all inside stuff. You heard RJ Choppy and Sean Choppy talking about it. RJ's gone. But did you listen to them discussing it this morning?
No, I didn't.
Bobby and Sean? I mean, there's a lot of just inside stuff that interests the crap out of me. I wasn't going to watch it, but now after hearing other people talk about stuff that's in it, it's like The Last Dance and the Bulls thing, but everybody's saying it's better, which I didn't watch that either, but because I don't care about the Bulls. But it's 7.5 hours.
Yeah, I'm out.
So I'm probably going to watch it though, and then I'll know more than you about the Cowboys.
I mean,
Cowboys.
No, probably not, but I don't care. I can't stand the way documentaries are filmed.
Colby is infuriating with some things. And that's one of them.
Here's a short video. Here's a guy that you've never heard of talking about what happened.
Skip's on it. Dale Hansen's on it.
Dale's
on it.
Dale!
My God.
Coming
So,
up
there we
next on the Colby Sapp and IndyCar Tim show, we got the good, bad, and the ugly, and then I've got a mystery shotgun that involves some things. We had a fight on the set of the Spider-Man movie between two actors that now officially don't like each other. That's all coming up on the Colby Sapp and IndyCar Tim.
Hi, golfers. IndyCar Tim here. I want to talk to you a little bit about Golf Central Magazine. It's not just a golf magazine. It's the magazine for everything. Turf, travel, philanthropy, and lifestyle. Head over to golfcentralmag.com and check out the latest issue. Some of the regular features in Golf Central Magazine: the Golf Bachelorette of the Month, the Golf Bachelor of the Month, the Golf Cart Girl of the Month, Golf History, Grip It and Sip It. So head over to golfcentralmag.com. It's free. It's the magazine for everything: turf, travel, philanthropy, and lifestyle. Golf Central Magazine at golfcentralmag.com. We'll see you there.
Today's show is brought to you by Tomstown, a premier craft distillery based in Kansas City, Missouri. Discover their award-winning lineup, including double oaked bourbon, botanical gin, and double grain vodka. Named the best craft vodka by the readers of USA Today. Available for online delivery in 40 states. Visit toms-town.com or their Kansas City distillery to explore more. Elevate your game with Tomstown, where history meets innovation. Please enjoy responsibly.
Hello, folks. Let's talk a little bit about turf life. And what is turf life? It's pretty much if your life involves turf in any way, shape, or form, you live the turf life. Go ahead and brand yourself with the turf life. Maybe a back window decal, maybe a hat. You know where you can get those kinds of things? To showcase that your life revolves around sports and or anything that involves sports. If it's a sports business or sports education or just your enjoyment of the outdoors, head over to turflifeclub.com. Become a turf head. Join the club today. You can do that by going to that said website that I just told you to go to. You can snag your window decal like I was talking about, or any of your other turf life accessories. Show everybody that you live the turf life, and we'll see you there over there at that turflifeclub.com.
Orion Golf Management Solutions. Orion Management Solutions has tailored its service packages just like it tailors its approach to customers. Some owners need more supervision, while others need periodic assessment of their short-term and long-term strategies and programs. Orion can be called in to develop a business plan with the existing staff, or we can assist with the daily management of a facility or event. Either way, we make sure the client is satisfied and understands the direction the facility needs to go in order to achieve the owner's goals. Orion Management Solutions can help with owner assistance service solutions, daily course management, business plan development, monthly operations, or as-needed consulting services. Whatever your need, Orion Golf Management Solutions can help. Check out oriongolf.com.
Let's go.
Right now, back to the show on FanStream Sports.
Welcome back to the Colby Sapp and IndyCar Tim show right here on FanStream Sports. We came in dry again, Colby.
Oh, dear.
I got to lube this commercial thing up a little bit.
That's not good.
Yeah, I forgot to turn on the sound, and I'm dealing with Johnny and stuff. And plus, I cut a commercial out of our thing, so now it's shorter, and then I didn't have time to go pee, and my drink's empty.
A lot of things happening. By the way,
feel
why
like I'm
does the
flying from
hallway
two.
here at the studio smell like a hooker?
Oh, they probably just left right before you got here. Sorry, my apologies. Wait, a good hooker or a bad hooker? Dirty hooker? High-end hooker?
There's no high-end hooker.
Might be my perfume.
So, yeah, something in there. Yeah.
I didn't notice anything when I was out there.
It's one of those smells where you immediately look around and you're like, where's the expensive woman at?
Probably on her way to my house.
No, I doubt that's happening.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't smell of anything.
Huh.
Colby. By the way, everybody, we do have Colby's mystery shotgun coming up. He mentioned that at the onset. New Spider-Man villains.
Yes.
And I can't wait for his Battlefield 6 review after we discussed that with you guys 2 weeks ago. Before it came out, he's going to tell you exactly what he thinks of it.
That's
and then
right.
I will tell you what I think of it. And I've never even seen it.
You would enjoy
Would I?
some Battlefield.
What's it on? Is it on PlayStation?
It is on PlayStation.
I don't even know if I have a PlayStation anymore. My kid stole it.
You would enjoy this. Yeah, you would definitely enjoy this, and you'll get into some of my descriptions of what's going on in that. But before we get to that, we do have a little good, bad, and ugly.
Oh yeah, how do I get there? Back in the saddle again, Colby.
That music means it's time for the good, the bad, and the ugly. This is the segment where I go through all the people that were born today. And then I make a list of the people I think are famous enough to make my list, and I offer them up to you guys along with me and Tim for us to decide separately who is the good person, who is the bad person, and who is the ugly person. Are basically just an excuse to shout out famous people's birthdays to talk about them.
Yeah.
So starting off today, turning 38 years old, and most of you know him by a different name, but it's Walter Hahn's birthday, a.k.a. Gunther. Wrestler. He's a WWE guy.
Gunther.
Yeah.
Is he a good Gunther or a bad Gunther?
He plays a heel really well. And his wrestling style is old school hard style. So he's a lot of impacts with like his chops and everything. Every move that Gunther makes makes is stiff. Is very stiff. Like either he is really, really, really good at making things look stiff,
right?
Or he's just stiff. And that actually kind of answers some of the questions like you hear wrestlers talk about, and I've done this as well, where you're in the ring and outside of the ring watching somebody wrestle, you're like, man, that guy, how does he make his punches look so good? And you get in the ring with him, you realize because he's punching me.
Because they're real?
Because, yes, he's actually punching me. And that's why they look so good. So maybe one of those guys. Turning 71 years old today, star of him and his brother's detective squad, Al Roker. Isn't it Roker and Roker? And they run around solving crimes.
It's over my head. I don't know where you're going with that.
I think that was a sketch somebody did a long time ago.
Roker and Roker?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I'm not familiar.
Al Roker, 71.
Al Roker, Colby, black.
Congratulations.
And skinny now.
Huh.
Yeah. He got like Kevin Hagelin skinny.
Wow.
But he stayed there.
Hey, man, sometimes you just can't stay there.
I understand.
You like burgers. It's a thing.
Oh, and bacon burgers.
Yeah, you don't like bacon burgers, though.
I like bacon burgers. I just don't know that I like the Baconator.
It's a bacon burger. They just gave it a funky name.
Okay, why just...
Because it caught on and now everybody talks about it,
Give it
Tim.
a weird name.
You can't just call... They couldn't just say, hey, we got a new bacon cheeseburger on the menu. It's like, no, that's been done before, jackass.
Call it the Wendy's bacon cheeseburger.
That's also already on the menu.
Well, then why'd they have to double down?
Because they doubled the bacon.
They call it a double bacon Wendy's cheeseburger.
Right, but that's not bringing people out to go like try it.
Wendy's marketing sucks.
It was great.
Stupid.
It's the only reason why anybody goes to Wendy's anymore.
Oh, I like their actually. So I like what they call chili.
Okay,
but it's not chili.
Yeah,
because there's beans in it.
Right.
So their meat stew. I like their meat stew.
It's stew.
Yeah,
it's stew.
And then you get their potato. Pour the chili on the potato with some scrotum cream, a little butter.
That's sour cream. Right.
Some cheese, some chives.
Right.
And for like $17, you got a full meal. You know, I used to go there when I was much more poor than I am now, and I could get a potato, the chili, and a drink for like $3.
Right.
And now it's legit like $9 or $10 for all of those things.
Now, I will tell you that actually caused a new invention at the house. Your thought there, because we make our chili dogs, but we put them on baked potatoes.
So the hot dog itself?
Hot dog itself goes in the middle of the baked potato with the chili and the cheese and the dressings on top of that.
I haven't done that, but I can see it. I started doing something different with my baked potatoes. I forgot what they call it. I saw it on a cooking show.
Oh.
Where you cut the potatoes super, super thin and not all the way to the bottom, though, where it like springs out or whatever. I don't know what they called it. And then you just put all the stuff like inside of it and then bake it.
Yes.
Oh, my God, dude. It's a lot of work, but it's a good payoff.
Usually things that are hard work have good payoffs.
Especially radio.
2008 passed away, but that's Isaac Hayes.
Overrated?
What did your face just do?
What were we arguing about Isaac Hayes before? What were we discussing?
I don't know.
His name came up somewhere, I think. We were talking about Isaac Hayes, and we had very differing opinions of it, but I don't remember what it was.
He's great, and like everything he was ever in, too. He's also great.
Oh, it's because I didn't know who he was. Or something. Was it Isaac Hayes? Wasn't he Shaft?
No, Isaac Hayes wasn't Shaft.
Oh, who am I thinking of? Oh, Isaac Hayes was
is the musician and the suck on my chocolate salty balls guy.
Okay, I don't know what that means, but Mark.
The South Park episode?
I don't watch South Park.
Oh
dude.
my!
You
What's
know I
wrong
don't watch,
with you?
South Park's ridiculous.
That's why it's good.
You watch South Park?
Of course.
You are such an enigma.
Why?
Because you watch South Park and you hate funny things. I mean, South Park's not funny, so
it's hilarious. It's hilarious.
I stopped watching them when they started bashing my home country.
What's that about?
No, look, the first couple of years of South Park were tolerable, but dude, it's like The Simpsons. They should have quit 20 years ago.
No, shut up. Why do you not like things that are good?
I do. I hate things that are bad, Colby. I'm a good person. I'm a catch.
31 years old today, and now I think grabbing the reins at another NFL team, Mitch Trubisky.
Well, he's just back in Buffalo.
Yeah, okay, he's backing up in Buffalo.
I mean, he was there for a couple of years.
That was Daniel Jones that's now grabbing the reins in Indianapolis.
Future Hall of Famer. He beat out a first-round draft pick, Colby, as a first-round draft pick.
Well, the first-round draft pick that started out good and has the talents to be a really good player.
Shut up.
But the problem is that he just decided he didn't want to play a couple of times.
Anthony Richardson has never been good at any level of football that he's played. He is not. Yes. You know what? Cooper Rush might be better than Anthony Richardson.
Okay, as far as the actual physical tools, what I was going by, no, you're wrong. You're wrong. Dude is talented AF.
Not at football. I called it coming out of Florida, dude. This is a miserable failure. He's just not good at football.
No, he's good at football. He's just not smart.
No, he's not smart either. Tapping out.
Right. I don't think I'm playing today.
Yeah, I think I'm out.
Why is that? Because I don't want to. What?
I'm out.
What is that?
Is that dumber, or who was the dude with the Redskins? The dude from Ohio State that died that was signing autographs on the sidelines while he was supposed to be in the game?
Yes, I remember that.
I mean, stay hard, but his name's on the tip of my tongue.
You play football. You could be a smart person. You also could be dumb.
Wonderlick.
You also could be dumb. I mean, that's with everybody, though, right? Radio hosts.
Yeah, not everybody, especially me.
People that work at grocery stores, the flight attendants, stuff.
Dwayne Haskins, Colby.
Dwayne Haskins. Oh,
stay hard, Dwayne.
Ki-Hugh Kwan turns 54 years old. Today.
I heard Can You Queef?
No. You would remember him as the kid from the Indiana Jones movie. Indy.
That's his name?
Yes.
I thought that was. It's not the same as the dude from. Oh, you've never seen that movie, so that was him. All right. No, I guess I didn't recognize his name, but no, I know who you're talking about. He's like a big time director now or something, right? Like winning awards and stuff.
Well, seeing as how that I just knew he was in the Temple of Doom. That's
right. He was the little Mexican.
What?
The little Chinese kid?
Yes.
I don't know why I said Mexican. They all look the same.
By the way, we have a bevy of, just musical Hall of Famers in this list today.
Really?
Yes. Here's one of them.
Have you named one yet?
Yes. Already named Isaac Hayes, sir.
I didn't know Trubisky played an instrument.
77 years old today, one Robert Plant.
Okay. How many times have you seen Robert Plant in concert?
0.
Colby. 7 times I've seen Robert Plant.
Nice.
And he was just as good when I saw him in 1988 as he was when I saw him for the last time in 2015. When he was touring with Alison Krauss, and he went played a bunch of Zeppelin stuff, man. It was cool. It was really cool.
So, yes.
I mean, we already know who my good is.
I mean, still got more to go here, Tim.
All right.
Passed away in 2004. One Dimebag Darrell.
Okay.
It's his birthday today.
All right. Awesome. Not Robert Plant.
I mean, around here he kind of is.
No, he's a local celebrity. I mean, I met him a couple of times, but still, it's not Robert Plant.
I mean,
I'm just saying,
again,
in my opinion,
in this area,
I have all the love for Dimebag Darrell, but
turning 51 years old today, and Tim, she's 51, so of course she's way out of. You're not interested in her whatsoever. Amy Adams.
Oh, dude.
Yep.
No. Redhead Amy Adams.
Yeah.
Colby.
No, sorry, she's 51. She's out of your she's out of your Tim Hover range.
I've discovered someone new who's even older than that I just might. I don't remember her name, but if you were a fan of the show Mad Men that I've never watched, the redhead chick that's on Mad Men is like 56 years old.
Right.
And smoking hot. Colby, I might have to raise my demographic.
To your actual age.
I'd never do that. Never mind. It would never work. What do we have to talk about?
In common things?
Like what? Dimebag Darrell?
Yes, in common things. instead of you trying to figure out what character in Roblox she uses.
Yeah, I've never figured that game out either.
I know.
I don't get it.
Trying to figure out why she's using that particular meme and where it's from.
I don't understand it, Colby. 20-somethings. By the way, Haley's 24.
Oh, yeah. No, I kind of figured.
Oh, my God, though.
Well, you know what? I almost don't want to say the next name because I know there's going to be a fight about it.
All right.
Turning 55 years old today. He once did it all for the nookie. $3 bills, y'all. You got to have a little faith in Fred Durst.
Where is it, Colby? Where is it?
Super.
That's what I hear when I hear a Limp Bizkit song.
That's not what you hear. You hear greatness when you hear a Limp Bizkit
Fred
song.
Durst. Now, look, I recognize why people like his stuff, I guess. Like, I just can't stand it. He's up there with Eddie Vedder.
Wow.
And Pearl Jam, like just things that my brain does not comprehend or understand and will never comprehend and understand. But I get that other people enjoy it. I just never, like, is he rap or is he rock? Like, I don't even know.
It was new metal, so it was both.
Yeah, there's things you should not cross.
No, that was a perfect cross.
Like peanut butter and jelly. You should never put those things together.
I mean, it's perfect.
It's gross. Still never had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
I mean, it was for the folks that needed a little bit more oomph in their hip hop, so they added metal to it. So that way you didn't have to worry about trying to dance to it. You could just beat somebody in the face to it.
He did a lot of that, didn't he? Face stomping.
It's good times.
Didn't he have a song or a beef or something with Britney Spears? He used to like call people out in his music all the time, right?
Right. Well, he would call people out in his music, and then of course, Eminem called him out in some of their songs.
Were they contemporary? I guess they were contemporaries, weren't they?
Yes. Yeah. Well, Eminem's been a contemporary of everybody since he's grabbed a microphone.
Yeah. I was trying to think like time frame wise, like where Fred Durst was in the grand scheme of.
There was a whole Fred Durst, Eminem, Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera.
What, Chris Kirkpatrick in there somewhere too?
Chris Kirkpatrick can get his ass kicked.
All right. That was Eminem, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. How come nobody calls us out in music anymore?
They never have, Tim.
Speak for yourself.
They never have called us out in music. And I guess I am speaking for myself.
When you were talking about musical Hall of Famers,
yes,
is Fred Durst in some music Hall of Fame somewhere?
He's in my music Hall of Fame.
He's not like in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. They have standards.
No, they don't have standards.
Well,
just go visit the
did
Rock
Rush
and Roll.
ever make it into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
I mean, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame has standards, sir.
But apparently they don't, because I've seen some of the people that are in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Are we now on the... Did we just both Bugs Bunny ourselves? Where you started on one side of the argument, and then I started on the other side of the argument, and mid-argument, we switched to different sides? We, crossed the middle. In the middle of
season! Duck season! Duck season! Rabbit season!
We just Bugs Bunnied ourselves in the middle of an argument.
And it was glorious.
Turning 42 years old today. Still, I think the greatest of the Spider-Mans, Andrew Garfield, is 42 years old.
Is he really?
He's 42.
He's that old?
Yep.
Good God. How was he alive?
I mean, he's still younger than
I thought he was 25.
No. I don't even think Holland is that young.
Holland's 16.
No, Tom Holland is not 16.
I thought he was. He looks like it. Is he even old enough to drive?
He's 29.
Tom Holland
is 29.
Holy crap.
Yes.
How old is
Zendaya? She's right there at the same age.
28. Holy crap. When did they get old?
Time goes by, Tim.
Dude, I still think of them as 16. And Andrew Garfield, I think, is 25.
No. He wasn't 20. I don't think he was 25 when he was playing a high school.
Why are these people still playing Spider-Man then?
Because it was believable.
No.
You went and watched the movie and you didn't bat an eye at it.
Well, that's because he was 16 when he did it.
No, he wasn't. He was 30 something.
We need a teenage Spider-Man.
No,
again.
we don't. We don't. We do. I know people say that's what he should. No, you don't.
By the way, Zendaya, 1 to 10.
Oh,
leave all of her ridiculous, retarded political beliefs out of it. Just physicality, 1 to 10.
Oh, I mean, as a package look, I'm not rating just body to whatever, but just as her exotic look, I think that's a 9.5, 10.
Okay. I'm not disagreeing. I think she's very exotic looking. I still don't know if she's Mexican, Japanese, Taiwanian, or Vietnamese, or a mix of all those things.
I don't care.
But no, I mean, she's
I think her look is awesome.
I do too. She needs a boob job, but
no, that would mess it up.
No.
That would mess it up.
Boobs make everything better.
It would truly mess it up.
Look at those anthills.
That would mess up her look. That would just make it look fake.
I can have fun with those though. She's still with Tom?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Gross.
I mean, I don't think
that basically makes her a lesbian.
No. No, it doesn't.
It does not compute.
Let's
make that the title of the show. Is Tom Holland a lesbian?
No. He's actually one of those guys he'd probably be fun to hang out with.
Tom Holland?
Yes.
I could never hang out with Tom Holland.
What do you?
Because I could never understand what the fuck he's saying. Good day, mate.
Okay, that's your stupidity.
No, I understand that, but I could never She's not British, right? Is she American?
She's American, yes.
Okay, I could hang out with her all day then.
No, you couldn't, because you and her politically couldn't see eye to eye if y'all...
It's true.
Yeah.
I'd have to punch her in the face.
No, you're not supposed to do that, Tim.
Tobey Maguire is 50? I thought he was 30. What the hell's happening, Colby?
People got older just like you did, Tim.
Stop. I'm 32. What are you talking about?
You're... Okay, you know what? You're closer to 60 than you are 30, sir.
Oh, yeah, by a long way. Don't ever say that again, by the way.
What? The truth just banged
That I'm close to 60.
You're closer to 60 than you are 30, sir.
So you think when I'm 60, I probably got to stop pulling 30-year-olds?
You probably should start looking in your local retirement home for your next babe.
With a hip problem?
Yes.
That way she can't run away.
Mm-hmm. And finally, Demi Lovato turns 33 years old.
Okay, I think of her as like 12.
Well, she's 33.
Timmy, is she a local chick? Was she like a Garland girl or something?
Yes.
And Selena Gomez is from here too?
Yes, I think.
And the Simpson girls are from here. Leanne Rimes is from here.
Well, I mean,
maybe I should shoot for one of those. Think I could pull Demi Lovato?
not a chance in hell.
Jessica Simpson, even fat Jessica Simpson right now.
And not a chance in hell.
You don't think I could get fat Jessica Simpson?
No. What is Jessica Simpson coming to you for?
Because I'm a catch.
Not a chance in hell, bud. Not a chance in hell.
I'm spinning for you, Colby.
You can stop. You can stop spinning.
Doing the Wonder Woman spin.
So there you go. There's your good, bad, and ugly.
All right. So you got my hopes up with all of these so-called musical Hall of Famers. And I see
1, 2, 3, 4.
I see 2.
4, almost 5.
Who?
There's Isaac Hayes, Robert Plant, Dimebag Darrell, Fred Durst, and almost 5 is in Demi Lovato.
Oh. Wait, Demi Lovato sings? I thought she was an actress.
She
makes music?
She makes the music, yeah.
All right, well, I dispute all of those claims. All right, Colby. You know I always go hot over music and sports.
Okay.
So I'm sorry, Robert Plant. Amy Adams is my good.
Gotcha.
Even though she's old and decrepit, probably die soon.
She's younger than you are.
51. God, but she still looks good, too.
Yep.
You think her carpet matches the drapes? You think when chicks dye their hair like that they just do it everywhere?
Some do.
Or just shave it?
Some do.
In which case I call it linoleum.
Mm.
Good is Amy Adams. My bad, Colby. Gosh, so many opportunities here. The dude, Can You Queef, that he was good in that one movie. Colby, I gotta go Fred Durst.
I hate you.
It's my bad. And then my ugly. I don't know what Walter Hahn Gunther looks like now. Mitch Trubisky's not necessarily an ugly human being. I don't know what Can You Queef looks like now. Robert's not attractive. Dimebag Darrell's been dead for 21 years. Fred Durst is already my bad. Andrew Garfield has a great head of hair. And Demi Lovato looks good for a 12-year-old, much less 33. So
never say looks good for a 12-year-old.
Probably came out wrong, right?
Holy crap.
Colby, my bad. I mean, my ugly. It's going to be Al Roker.
Okay. All right.
Sorry, Al.
So, all right, that's your good, bad, and ugly. Yeah. Got it. All right, so my good is, and there's everybody that wants to raise a black tooth grin, as it is Dimebag's birthday. So go ahead and do that. Are we all gonna do drugs for Dimebag Darrell's birthday? No, just have a black tooth grin, sir.
Okay.
Just have you those that don't know what that is, maybe you don't deserve to have one, but I will let you know it's a Crown and Coke. That basically there's a lot more Crown than Coke.
Okay.
That's
I like Crown and Coke.
That's the drink. That's the Pantera drink, sir.
Okay. That's what I drank at the clubhouse every time I went.
So there you go. There's that. By the way, my backup good is just to cover Timm stupid. Fred Durst. My bad. I've got to go with crap. There's not a bad on this list. It's really not. I don't have a bad, Tim.
I mean, there's a lot on there, so take your pick.
No, I'll just go with Al Roker's my bad.
Okay, I mean, that's acceptable.
And my ugly.
Walter Hahn. I don't know what he looks like, though.
I mean,
Demi Lovato. Is she
now,
cute?
I'll go with Robert Plant as my ugly.
Yeah, he's not. Yeah.
Not great.
Plus, he's how old?
He's 77.
God.
He's the same age as my birth year.
Can you believe 3 of the founding members of Led Zeppelin are almost 80?
Yes, because
after all the stuff that they did.
Now, that they made it to that long? Yes.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I can't. But it seems like it happens with, like, rock and roll musicians of that ilk. If they didn't die super young, then they're just going to make it forever.
Yeah.
And it's probably because their body doesn't know when it's actually supposed to go because of all the things they've done to it and survived.
They're all, like, mummified inside now, right?
Right. They've just done so many things and so many drugs. They're just like, yeah, well, you know.
Probably never going to die.
Mm-mm. They might have been immortal if they hadn't had a rock and roll career.
Yeah. I mean, look at Michael Jackson. He's still alive. According to conspiracy theories.
Right. According to the Weekly World News.
And Prince.
So, there you go. There is our good, bad, and ugly and our picks for good, bad, and ugly. And
that's what we do around here.
We now segue into a little music as it's time. Oh, yeah. Welcome into Colby Sapp's Mystery Shotgun. I am your host, Colby Sapp, along with pod racer Timm. A lot of things to get into right off the bat. Let's get into a little news as we've had breaking news over the past couple of days that there was some trouble in Spider-Man Town as Spider-Man A Brand New Day is filming. And leakage is happening, and I forgot what... This, of course, isn't breaking from me. It's now all over the internet. I did, at one point, find the actual source of, who broke this story, and I'd love to give them credit. But I've now since moved on my X page to who it was. But just know that this has happened. And if I do find out, again, who broke this news, I will make sure and let everybody know who it was. But it seems that there was... couple actors on set. And now I'm going to go ahead and assume that since they don't use the term actresses anymore, I'm just assuming because of the interactions that these are two dudes.
Why is that? Why are actresses now actors?
Because of the...
It doesn't make sense to me. It sounds weird.
It's because everything in Hollywood has to be progressive. Oh, Lord. Right? So they've got to move past some things. You know what? Whatever. It doesn't bother me.
Weird.
So, but here's what happened. So apparently these two were supposed to be filming together in a few scenes, but they have never actually worked or been friends or anything along that lines. And so in their route of getting to know each other, one of them supposedly stepped over some boundaries, basically commenting on stuff that they may have heard via the internet or just whatever. And the other person thought they went too far, and then a scuffle broke out.
Right.
And it is to the point now where the reporter I was listening to, or the leaker that I was listening to, said that they have contacted Marvel and the people over at Disney and were like, hey, so y'all are going to have to film our scenes separately.
Oh, wow.
And the fact that Marvel knows what's going on, and they're like, yeah, that'll probably cost us a couple extra $1 million to do that, but sure. So this went pretty deep for the people at Marvel to be not be like, yeah, you signed a contract, get over it. We're not spending,
Which is what they should do.
we're not spending millions of dollars just so your soul can't get hurt. Here's the other thing: when you hear a company bending over a little backwards for whatever actor, these are not dispensable actors.
Right.
These are people that if somehow they weren't in the movie, that people would be upset. So these are some main cogs. It's not like some side. It's not like the dude that plays Flash, Flash Thompson got mad at somebody on the school bus, right? It's not that situation. So these are two major elements in this that aren't getting along, and it shows good signs, because when you have drama around your filming and not around the editing portion of it, it's usually good. You're going to have some really fiery scenes in there. So, Spider-Man Brand New Day looking pretty awesome.
Huh.
By the way, we did get some leakage involving the Spider-Man. This is a new trilogy for Spider-Man that's being started.
Why didn't they recast it then if this is new?
No, it's they're going with the same cast, obviously. It's a continuation of the story. But they are, so apparently the new villains that are going to be a part of this thing, the trilogy going forward, they have one of them in this movie, which is Kingpin.
Right.
But the other one that they are leaking that's going to be involved in this trilogy pretty hardcore is Venom.
Okay.
So we're finally going to get
Is it Tom Holland?
So it's the Holland versus Hardy?
Right.
Maybe?
Right.
Maybe not. See, here's the thing. We had that leakage of the Venom symbiote in one of the Avengers movie. I forget which one it was. But we had where Hardy showed up and the symbiote came off of him in the end credit scene and was there in the 616 universe, right? So the fact that the Venom symbiote's there does mean that they don't have to do Tom Hardy versus Tom Holland.
Oh, okay.
Right? They could make it somebody else be the Venom for the 616. Does that mean, yes, they are going to do that? I hope not. I would love to see Hardy's Venom versus Tom Holland Spider-Man. I would love to see that. I don't know if that's what's happening, but we are hearing that, yes, Venom will be a part of the new trilogy, Spider-Man Brand New Day. So now may not be in this movie, maybe like some end credit scenes point at Venom coming along, because I think a lot of this has to do with how like Punisher and everybody else kind of feeds into connecting the Daredevil universe with Kingpin to Spider-Man. So, and that's, by the way, what we heard is what Marvel wanted to do with Kevin Feige and them wanted to do for this next movie was to have it a more grounded street level crime type of movie. And so that's what it sounds like we're getting with what we're getting reported back from is what's going on with Spider-Man Brand New Day. So pretty good stuff. James Gunn did announce that, or I say announce, when asked how long is the Superman saga that he's going for, and he said 4 films. So and I would think that means that connected to this, that just Superman's path alone is 4 films. So intermingled in there is going to be other films involving Superman.
Right.
But his path that he's on is 4 films. So those that wanted to know what's going on with the DCU, right now what we've got, Superman saga, Gunn says, is going to be about 4 films long. So all the people that are so butthurt that the Snyderverse isn't continuing and just get achy when something else in DC actually works. By the way, again, big Snyderverse fan, I'm also rooting for this to work. So y'all need to get over it. Now it's time for, well, what I spent probably about 21 hours doing.
Lord.
As I was playing, actually it's official, I looked at my phone, how long did I play Battlefield 6's beta, and it said 21 hours.
How does your phone know that?
It can tell me how many hours I play whatever game.
On your PlayStation?
Yeah, on my PlayStation app.
Did you play it on your phone?
No, it just tells me how long I played those games.
So your PlayStation talks to your phone?
Yes, because I have a PlayStation app.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I think I tried to do that, and I can't get them to connect to each other.
Yes, see, I've played Grand Theft Auto 2,848 hours.
Good Lord, today?
No. I've played Cyberpunk 2077 110 hours and Battlefield 6 21 hours.
Seems like a lot, Colby.
The beta was really good. So it was open.
And how many hours have you spent praying to Jesus?
Not as many.
Okay.
Not as many.
Just trying to figure that out.
So the Battlefield beta, it was for 2 weekends in a row, you could play it. So it was the weekend before last weekend and last weekend. You could play the open beta, which is it's a demo trial of the game. Mm-hmm. So me and a bunch of my friends got on and we're running through, playing a lot of Conquest. Conquest is kind of, to describe it, you ever played Domination on any game? Mm-hmm. Where, okay, there's sectors, and if your team control is, you have a lot more people in the sector than they do, you take over the sector, and it's now yours. Now they got to try and get more people in that, but there's like 5 or 6 different sectors. There's like Sector A, Sector B, C, right, D, E, and F, right? So, and you control more sectors than they do, you end up winning the game. And so it's a battle of attrition. You've got guns, they've got guns. It's pretty fun, right? It's war. It's war. It's what's happening. You're trying to control territory, right? So that's kind of that's one of the key fun ways to play Battlefield. What I loved is they finally returned to what felt like Battlefield. To let you know, Battlefield 2042, which was their last try at, was awful. Was absolutely shite, is what it was. The graphics were bad. They didn't do any of the systems that they normally do. Like, you have class systems when you play Battlefield, right, like recon, attacker, you're like a doctor or whatever, engineer. You have things you can do in the team, right? You can try and revive people, heal them, all that. You can bring ammo out for people. You can just be an attacker. You can be a sniper. There's things you can do. None of that was in 2042. And it was a bunch of robots and robot dogs running around, and it was stupid. And like most of the maps you were playing on were gross, right? Like they had a map that was supposed to be Vegas, but they also had it during a sandstorm. You couldn't see 2 feet in front of you. And the main reason why they did it was because their graphics were crap.
So they just hit it.
They hit it. They hit it. This game, the graphics are amazing. You can enter nearly every structure that's on the map. You can run inside of it, hide there, hide in the bathroom, whatever you want to do, you can do that. Also, if you're hiding in that bathroom, they can just blow the bathroom up.
Oh.
And the structure's no longer there. And you can actually die from having houses fall on you.
Oh, wow.
Kind of cool, right? So the helicopters flying over and just bombing the crap out of you, or jets are happening, people in tanks. There was a couple of times I had sound issue because I realized that I had gotten this spot and I was holding this spot, and then I turn around and look and a tank has snuck up on me, and I think my guy should have heard a tank rolling up on me. I know there's a lot of other gunfire going on.
Maybe it was stealth.
But it's a tank.
It was stealth.
No, it's not a stealth tank. This isn't Grand Theft Auto with the stealth tank. By the way, that's a thing.
Yeah.
But I had a lot of fun with this game. So much. I say I had trouble with the sound. The sound, the bullets, everything sounded great. I saw a couple of people that had breaking out the repair torches that you're supposed to repair tanks for, and they were just drawing dicks on the sides of walls with it. This is what they did.
Huh, all right.
Like
seems immature.
Marking their territory. I mean, drawing dicks is fun, right?
Only on people's foreheads.
as you're running by, trying not to get sniped by a guy on a mountain, and you just see you see one of their teammates. It's not the guy that you're against. You're about to shoot him, and you realize he hasn't finished drawing that dick. You should probably wait and then shoot him in the head.
So then you let him, then you shoot him.
Yes.
He's got to finish it. You're talking about like with the little pubic hair things and everything?
No, it's just it's the whole it's the circle, stick circle. You just know what's happening.
Franks and the beans.
Right. So, but I've seen people do that. I saw online some people having a horse drawing contest in the middle of war. We're like, that's not saying what type of game Battlefield is. It's intense. There's a lot of controller gripping, but it's fun. It's not. It's hard to explain to people that don't play Battlefield exactly why it's different than like Call of Duty or anything like that. It just is. It's not that trap. It's not that trope of Call of Duty. Battlefield's its own animal. Like people in there in the Battlefield, for the most part, realize the rules of if you're playing medic and you see somebody that's down that's on your team, you pick them up. You can notice the Call of Duty players that are playing Battlefield with you.
Right.
Because they're a medic and they just walk over your body and don't even bother picking you. You're on the same team, but they just don't care. They've got to go get their kills, right? And so Battlefield, this is it comes out October. And
we have to wait that long for it.
Yes. It's my group of guys that I play with and Gal, my daughter, plays with us as well. Kind of going through withdrawals because we had Battlefield there for a little bit, and that was fun. And we were having a good time, and now there's nothing out there. It's going to scratch that itch. And massive warfare. Good times. So
it's amazing.
The Battlefield beta, definitely amazing, definitely worthwhile, and I can't wait for Battlefield to come out. It's in that list of games that I want to get. Borderlands being one of them, Battlefield being another. And then we all have to hold our breath until GTA 6 comes out. So there you go. There's Colby Sepp and Mr. Shotgun.
What's the release date again for GTA 6?
Oh, that is May 2025.
2026?
May 2026.
Yeah. All right, we're already past that.
Yeah, it should have come out already.
All right, there's Colby Sepp's Mystery Shotgun.
Woo!
That's a good one, Colby.
Talking stories.
Yeah, that's all it ever is.
So, at this point of the show, what is our plan, Tim? How long do we have? Have we spent our money, monkeys?
We got 18 minutes, Colby, but I got to take a leak.
You got to take a leak. So, we're going to take a break. Then he's going to we're going to do nose and notes.
Nose and notes. We'll do nose and notes when I come back.
Nose and notes. Okay. Yeah. That's
and I'm going to cover the Cowboys projected roster on tomorrow's Dallas Cowboys Daily Blitz podcast.
Okay.
Instead of here. That way everybody can go find it over there.
All right, then.
I need content for that, too.
Do that.
We are the Colby Sepp and IndyCar Tim Show.
Hit the button, Tim.
Where's your microphone?
I was just away from the microphone. I was just hit the button.
Hi, golfers. IndyCar Tim here. I want to talk to you a little bit about Golf Central Magazine. It's not just a golf magazine. It's the magazine for everything. Turf, travel, philanthropy, and lifestyle. Head over to golfcentralmag.com and check out the latest issue. Some of the regular features in Golf Central Magazine: the Golf Bachelorette of the Month, the Golf Bachelor of the Month, the Golf Cart Girl of the Month, Golf History, Grip It and Sip It. So head over to golfcentralmag.com. It's free. It's the magazine for everything: turf, travel, philanthropy, and lifestyle. Golf Central Magazine at golfcentralmag.com. We'll see you there.
Today's show is brought to you by Tomstown, a premier craft distillery based in Kansas City, Missouri. Discover their award-winning lineup, including Double Oaked Bourbon, Botanical Gin, and Double Grain Vodka, named the best craft vodka by the readers of USA Today. Available for online delivery in 40 states. Visit toms-town.com or their Kansas City distillery to explore more. Elevate your game with Tomstown, where history meets innovation. Please enjoy responsibly.
Hello, folks. Let's talk a little bit about turf life. And what is turf life? It's pretty much if your life involves turf in any way, shape, or form, you live the turf life. Go ahead and brand yourself with the turf life. Maybe a back window decal, maybe a hat. You know where you can get those kinds of things to showcase that your life revolves around sports and or anything that involves sports. If it's a sports business or sports education or just your enjoyment of the outdoors, head over to turflifeclub.com. Become a turf head. Join the club today. You can do that by going to that said website that I just told you to go to. You can snag your window decal like I was talking about, or any of your other turf life accessories. Show everybody that you live the turf life, and we'll see you there over there at that turflifeclub.com.
Orion Golf Management Solutions. Orion Management Solutions has tailored its service packages just like it tailors its approach to customers. Some owners need more supervision, while others need periodic assessment of their short-term and long-term strategies and programs. Orion can be called in to develop a business plan with the existing staff, or we can assist with the daily management of a facility or event. Either way, we make sure the client is satisfied and understands the direction the facility needs to go in order to achieve the owner's goals. Orion Management Solutions can help with owner assistance service solutions, daily course management, business plan development, monthly operations, or as-needed consulting services. Whatever your need, Orion Golf Management Solutions can help. Check out oriongolf.com.
Let's go.
Right now, back to the show on FanStream Sports.
Welcome back to the Colby Sapp and IndyCar Timm Show right here on FanStream Sports. God, I came in raw again, Colby. I never get to my music on time.
Well, because you're not paying attention.
I was showing you. Here, let's do it. Welcome back to the Colby Sapp and IndyCar Timm Show right here on FanStream Sports. I'm IndyCar Timm. That dude over there, Colby Sapp.
What up?
The legend of Colby Sapp. Coming at you on a Wednesday hump day, which still doesn't mean that we're getting laid.
No.
Like it should. Just saying, hump day would be a whole lot more exciting for everybody if it meant we were all getting laid, Colby. We had scheduled and teased Dallas Cowboys roster projections in this very spot of the Colby Sapp and IndyCar Timm Show. However, due to time constraints, we must move forward in the action. And I will cover that for everybody on the Dallas Cowboys Daily Blitz podcast tomorrow. You can find it all there. I'll get Colby's input maybe if he decides. But usually when I ask Colby something about the Dallas Cowboys roster, he just goes, I don't care. I don't care.
I mean,
whatever, Tim.
I do care about the Dallas Cowboys.
That's don't want to talk about it.
You know what? You want to talk about it? Talk about it.
I don't want to talk about it right now. I already got my mindset on news and notes.
Damn it.
Which means, Colby, it's time for this.
Thank you, Tim. Thank you, B. Thank you, you, for making us sound good. News and notes.
Oh, wait, time out. News and notes. Pause. I have to get to my Haley story. I totally forgot about.
Get to the Haley
I will
story.
do it in like 30 seconds.
Okay.
So Haley was at the studio there in Columbus. By the way, a young lady that I met, the bartends at the 1532 Social Club across the street from our new studio. She came back, hung out with us at the studio. We did some drinking like we do at the studio.
Right.
For those that choose to partake in all of that activity. Was there for a long time talking and doing stuff. And she was telling me about this, her friend's grandfather, who's a little senile, but thinks that he's a really good artist. And he's constantly painting portraits at home. That's how he spends his time. And he gives those paintings away. And he believes like he's Rembrandt or something. Like he genuinely thinks that these are all good, but he describes them as abstract.
Okay.
Which for those of you that are into art, you'll know that abstract is a very particular, recognizable version style, right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Whereas what this older gentleman does, abstract just is just bad. Haley said, though, he gave me this picture, and I didn't want to be unappreciative. You know, whereas, Colby, if somebody that you don't really know very well gives you a picture, a painting, you say, thank you, you're very nice about it, you take it home, what do?
Throw it away.
Probably throw it away, right?
Yeah.
It's not Haley, because she's such a good-hearted person. She took it home and hung it on her bathroom wall and sees this portrait every single time. And visitors, every time. Colby, I have the portrait right here that she sent to me.
Okay.
This is the picture. And can you tell me what you think that is?
Is that Is that Popeye?
It's Popeye the Sailor Man, Colby. And that's his painting. And the first thing when Haley sent it to me, she goes, and this is what she noticed first, okay? She goes, I know, it's so bad. Look, the anchor's upside down. I'm like, how do you know? Oh, and by the way, see this over here on the far bottom left? That's his can of spinach.
The fact that, by the way, I think that actually looks kind of cool.
Doesn't it? Like, I get it, but Popeye.
You know what? I'm gonna say it. I wouldn't mind an abstract painting of Popeye.
But that one?
I don't think that looks terrible.
Next time I go to Columbus, I will procure it for you.
I don't think that looks terrible. Yes!
Colby.
Yeah, I don't think that looks bad.
All right, anyway, I just had to share that before I forgot. Which means it's time for some of this.
Thank you, Tim. Thank you, Popeye. Thank you for making it sound good. News and Notes is where I search the World Wide Web for the weird.
Whoa.
And by God, I found it.
Oh.
The weird.
The weird.
Let's go from, we're going to TikTok land for sex.
Wait, you can do that there?
So, in the world of bizarre sex trends, there's now a new position that people are talking about. It's almost impossible to spend any time on the internet these days without finding out far too much about random couples and their bedroom business, with weird and wonderful trends being all the rage. There's a couple of them that they mentioned in this article, including hot wifing.
It's not new. Been around for decades.
I've
heard.
Bob the Builder.
What is that?
I don't know. I don't know what it is. They don't describe that one.
Oh, we need visuals, Colby. We just got the greatest Popeye visual ever.
And of course, swinger resorts and festivals and whatnot. But TikTok is describing a new position called hamstering. Tim, what do you think?
Is that described?
Yes, it is.
Okay,
I know what it is. Tim, what do you think hamstering is?
Does that have something to do with butt play?
You know what? I figured you would go immediately to
butt play.
To the star of Pretty Woman.
Richard Gere.
Richard Gere.
Got like 17 hamsters stuck in his butt.
That number grows every time the story's told.
Well, you're probably still putting them in there.
Trying to get out the one that got away.
Yeah. Hey, go in there and get him out.
Go in there and find your kin.
Go in there and get him out. Go get.
He's shooing a hamster up his own ass.
Oh my God.
Well, hamstring is not that, Tim.
Okay.
Hamstring is the man finds a car that has a sunroof, and you lay down on the roof of the car, dropping your dingle nuts and stick.
Like planking on top of the car with your twig and berries in the sunroof?
Through the hole in the sunroof.
That's what she said.
And then the other person tries to get water out of.
Like a hamster in a cage trying to drink out of the water thing that's coming down.
Yes.
We used to just call that a blowjob.
But it's done in a particular manner, Tim. I can't imagine like you drive by like a seedy part of town or.
Why is that dude laying on top of his car?
I can see part of his butt. What's going on? Because he's got his twig and berries hanging down and getting serviced by somebody inside that car. So for those that are wondering, Tim will let you know later if you can find out that actually viewing somebody actually doing that on the internet. I'm not going to do that. So,
Colby, for everyone that's curious, I'm posting an article to all of this on X, on our Colby Sapp and IndyCar Tim Show X account. It's at Colby Tim Show. And I'll retweet it on ours, too.
let's go from there to, I don't know what's happening, but it's in Iowa. We're going to Elgin, Iowa, where Caleb, I would say Caleb, but it's K-A-L-A-B.
Collab.
Collab?
I guess. I don't know. That's weird.
I'm guessing it's Caleb. Caleb Barker was, he was arrested Monday for allegedly lying down in a ditch and, quote, pretending to be drunk. I didn't know that was against the law.
Huh. All right.
At approximately 5:30 a.m. Monday, in Fayette County Sheriff's deputies responded to the 7,000 block of Golden Road in Elgin after receiving a report of individuals lying in a ditch. Who reports that? Again,
Karen.
I don't know where laws have been broken. Police arrive on scene and found one of the individuals in the ditch. 31-year-old Caleb Baker of West Union was arrested and charged with, I didn't know this was a crime, charged with simulated public intoxication.
The hell?
In connection with the incident. He wasn't charged with public Normally in this situation, they have to prove you're intoxicated to arrest you. They actually proved that he didn't, so he was arrested for simulated public intoxication.
It seems counterproductive.
I mean, he got put in the drunk tank without being drunk.
Should be a sober tank.
I don't know. Is it illegal in Iowa to lay in ditches?
I mean, it's Iowa.
You would think that in order for a law to be made, there had to be previous people that were doing this in order for them to go, we can't have you lying in ditches anymore. Yeah. So, or simulating being drunk is such a problem in Iowa that they had to make a law saying that you can't publicly simulate being drunk. If you're going to go act drunk, go home. Not be drunk.
What is happening?
Not be drunk. If you're going to go act,
So you can't go out and get drunk in public, and now you can't go out and not get drunk in public.
Right, because if you're acting drunk, sir, that's now against the law apparently in Iowa. And somebody let me know, is that against the law here in Texas? Because I know stupid people.
Acting drunk.
And they're completely sober, but they're dumb enough that you would think they're drunk. So now everywhere, are we now just arresting people that are stupid?
I mean, we kind of should sometimes, I think, as long as it's not me.
Well, you would have been in that camp a few times.
There's no doubt.
I mean, even without being drunk, you would have been. I'm having trouble. I'm having trouble with this a lot. It's so many things. Like his friends that he was hanging out with thought it would be cool. So let's go out there in that ditch and pretend we're drunk.
So do you think they were on something else? Not drunk, but maybe like some drugs or something?
I mean, maybe, but you would think that would still be intoxicated in some way, shape, or form.
Inebriated or impaired?
Yes. Huh. So apparently the cops walk up to him and he's like, "No, I'm not drunk. I was just acting."
You're under arrest.
And they're like, "Well, you can't simulate public intoxication." Because again, it goes back to y'all have such a problem with this that y'all had to make a law saying you couldn't do this?
Yeah, because that would indicate, if there's a law against it, that would mean at some point it was a real problem.
Yes.
People pretending to be drunk.
Which, is this going to catch on, Tim? Are we going to see, like, places where people go to hang out? They don't even have to have the alcohol. They just pretend to be drunk.
I don't think that will ever be a thing.
And to see how much they can get away with.
Before you get arrested.
You do get away with a little bit more when they're like, oh, he's drunk.
Yeah. Maybe not legally, but like in society for sure.
Right.
It's an excuse.
So is this going to be a thing? Where you're just like, I need to go let off some steam. I'm just going to go over here to this bar and act drunk.
That is bizarre, dude.
Well, it is. It's bizarre on a lot of levels. Again, this dude and his friends got together and said, let's go get drunk.
Yeah.
They're just like, we're just going to go act drunk.
Let's go act drunk.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd rather get drunk. It might be less of a penalty.
They were taking turns lying in this ditch. Again, where is this fun?
I feel like they should have better use of their time anyway. Like, what fun is that trading who can act the drunkest in a ditch? This is Iowa, Colby.
This is so crazy. I mean, the law is involved. The actual action that was involved. Everything about this is damn near ludicrous speed. And not Luda. Not talking about just a Spaceballs reference.
Lucas Speed.
Oh, dear
Wow.
God. Let's go from there to there's a street over in the UK where residents are upset
Good day, mate.
because thieves keep nicking rude sign erected on their road. You can obviously probably guess maybe what the road sign is, as the road sign to Knob Lane keeps getting taken.
Change the name of the street.
Change the name of Knob Lane.
Yeah, to like Penis Road or something.
You think it'd be yeah.
Hey, we'll solve this. Nobody's going to want to steal it. Let's change it, the name. All right, what do you want to call it? Penis Road?
Yeah.
All right, you're right. Let's do that.
Dick Trail.
Twig and Berries Boulevard.
Just go with that. Yeah, so Knob Lane. They
How is it spelled? Like K-N-O-B or N-O-B? It's got to be N-O-B, right?
No, it's K-N-O-B.
Is it K-N-O-B?
It's K-N-O-B.
I didn't know they had the silent K in Good Day Mate Land.
Yeah, so Knob Lane. Oh, well, yeah, I mean, it's not Knob Lane.
Right.
So, people keep robbing the Knob
Take off, you knob.
Lane Road.
You hoser.
You know what? I'm going to go with, and that's news and notes, everybody.
Wow. All right, everybody. Well, if you got no plans for this weekend, why don't you head on out to Knob Lane?
Mm-hmm. Maybe go act drunk in a ditch.
Go act drunk in a ditch and then go hamster on your car.
Go hamstering.
Go hamstering.
Need a sunroof.
And then let's
know
find
anybody with a sunroof, Tim?
I have one.
I don't want yours.
We going mudding, Colby? We going hamstering, Colby?
We are not. We are not.
Being with each other. We can take turns in the ditch, though. We are the Colby Sapp and IndyCar Tim Show. We will be back on Wednesday with another debauchery-laden episode of the Colby Sapp and IndyCar Tim Show. More Cowboys talk as the regular season approaches. We'll get into more of that.
Yep.
And don't forget, our regular season NFL picks against the spread will return, maybe with Big Red. Let's see if I can talk him into that.
You don't like Big Red.
Fuck you.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Colby says, not me. Colby said that, y'all. Anyway, we'll be back on Wednesday. Until then, boys and girls.
We'll see you.